A cellular outage and its impact on Clarksville. Joshua Cotton's trial has been postponed in a crash that led to 2 people getting arrested.
All that and more on this episode of APSU-TV News. Welcome back to another week of your APSU-TV News. I'm Breanna Franklin.
And I'm Aaliyah Cumberbatch. SOS were the letters a lot of people saw on their phones after a nationwide outage affected users on many networks. AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon, and more had a combined total of over 90,000 affected users across the country. The outage left households, businesses, and college campuses without service for the early part of the day yesterday, February 22nd. After power was restored, AT&T urged customers not to worry, as the company revealed that the outage was caused by a software update that was executed using incorrect process, not a cyber attack. Laura Aguirre has more on what happened.
DownDetector.com was a popular website across the country Thursday as it monitored a widespread national outage impacting a number of wireless carriers, with the most occurring on AT&T's network. Some users report waking up to SOS messages. Others had no connection at all, no ability to make calls, send or receive texts, and in several southeastern states on the AT&T network, 911 service was temporarily unavailable over the past 2 days. The company telling CNN it was working urgently throughout the day to restore service to its customers, encouraging them to use Wi-Fi calling until then. The highest number of AT&T outages were reported across the Midwest, Southeast, and in Texas, according to DownDetector.com. Customers also reported some outages on other major carriers like T-Mobile and Verizon. Although T-Mobile tells CNN they did not experience an outage and are operating normally. But at one point Thursday morning, DownDetector.com showed just under 2,000 outages reported on T-Mobile's network. Verizon also said it was operating normally after peaking at just over 4,000 outages in the morning. As for the why it happened, a wireless industry source says for now, there's no indication that it was a cyber attack or other malicious activity. Public safety experts say wireless network outages often occur for mundane reasons, like construction-related digging or software issues. I'm Laura Aguirre reporting.
Tuesday morning, Joshua Cotton's final sentencing has been postponed as he looks to hire a new counsel to represent him. He was found guilty by a jury back in September for the murder of Elijah Watts. According to WHOP, Cotton told the court he is not happy with the representation provided to him by attorney Brandy Jones. Judge John Atkins explained in most cases he would deny a request, but due to the complicated case and remaining charges, he would. If Joshua Cotton does not find a new attorney by March 25th, he will be sentenced to 45 years in prison. Tuesday afternoon, after 2 people arrested after a pursuit ended in Montgomery County, Sheriff's deputies initiated a traffic stop on a vehicle for an equipment violation in the area of 101st Parkway and Whitfield Road. According to WKRN News 2, when speaking with investigators, the vehicle did not stop, made a U-turn on 101st Parkway, and fled through Trenton Road through a traffic light. The car hit several vehicles and crashed. The driver and passenger were taken into custody and transported to Tennova Hospital for minor injuries.
An unfortunate accident left a man dead in Clarksville last week. WKRN News reports 58-year-old Larry Bland died after he was hit by a vehicle on Friday. Bland was walking north in the left turn lane on Fort Campbell Boulevard around 7 at night. When he tried to cross the roadway, he was hit by a car. Bland was pronounced dead at the scene. Clarksville police say it does not appear there will be any charges related to the crash. Clarksville police need help identifying a man they say is wanted in 2 laundromat burglaries. Investigators say the man they are looking for hit on December 28th and February 10th. Surveillance footage shows the suspected burglar entering Riverside Super Laundromat on Riverside Drive after closing and stealing merchandise. Anyone with information is asked to contact the police department immediately, or to remain anonymous and be eligible for a cash reward, submit a tip to the Clarksville-Montgomery County Crime Stoppers website or call the tip line at 931-645-8477. Stay with us after a short break to find out what's happening in the political corner.
Wherever you see a flower, a bird, a beautiful tree, know that my love is with you as you bring our colorful stories to the world.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So, yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
After you joined our family, it was like, I really do feel complete now.
You want change. You want a community that supports you. You want the knowledge it takes to make a difference in this world. It's time to be more. It's time to be better. It's time to grow. The world you want to see starts with you. The life you want begins at Austin Peay State University. Learn more at apsu.edu.
Hey everyone, I'm Jazmin Logan, and welcome back to the Political Corner. The Biden administration announced a fresh slate of sanctions against Russia on more than 500 targets across multiple continents Friday. The move is a response to the death of Russian opposition figure and outspoken Kremlin critic Alexei Navalny. Navalny died in a Siberian prison last week. Although the death certificate cites his death as from natural causes, Navalny's family and many world leaders have blamed Russian President Vladimir Putin. The sanctions will be imposed by the U.S. Treasury, State, and Commerce departments. Targets include firms in China, Serbia, and the United Arab Emirates. The new sanctions are also a response to Russia's ongoing invasion of Ukraine. Saturday is the 2-year anniversary of Russia's war in Ukraine. In Alabama, Mobile Infirmary announced it will be pausing in vitro fertilization, or IVF procedures, starting this Saturday. This comes in the wake of the controversial Alabama Supreme Court ruling that frozen embryos are children. The hospital is at the center of an ongoing lawsuit that led to this ruling after 3 couples claimed their embryos were destroyed by a patient there. CNN's Aubrey Spears reports.
Mobile Infirmary announced IVF treatments are pausing to prepare embryos for transfer. Elite IVF owner Dr. Botros Rizik says while he does not have any embryo storage facilities in Alabama, he is getting questions from many of his patients about what the decision means for embryos currently in Alabama.
I can tell you the patients are concerned more, not about just the finances or return, but about what happens if other states, should I consider moving it to a state that is unlikely, should I, and so on.
There are many hypothetical questions about what kind of implications the ruling could have, even about standard testing or procedures done to frozen embryos.
A significant proportion of U.S. patients do genetics on the embryos called PGT. If they do genetics and the embryo is abnormal, and then the next one is normal, of course, they would prefer the normal one to have and the abnormal ones not to be had. So if they destroy that embryo, are they killing their kids, so as to speak? And will they be criminally liable?
Dr. Rizik says patients aren't the only ones with concerns. Many healthcare providers are wondering about the futures of their jobs and the services they can provide.
Today, the young doctor does not want to take a job that carries a huge liability. Particularly, many of those liabilities are out of your hand.
Infirmary Health CEO Mark Nix commented on the decision to pause the service. He says, the recent Alabama Supreme Court decision has sadly left us with no choice but to pause IVF treatments for patients. We understand the burden this places on deserving families who want to bring babies into this world and who have no alternative options for conceiving.
Mobile Infirmary's decision follows similar announcements this week from the University of Alabama at Birmingham Health System and Alabama fertility specialist. President Joe Biden revealed that approximately 2/3 of the requested aid for Ukraine would be distributed to factories in the U.S. These factories will be producing missiles and other ammunition to assist Ukraine. House Speaker Mike Johnson refuses to call a vote for the foreign aid because it lacks stricter immigration policies. However, this new bill does address the concerns about not investing enough money in U.S. affairs. The original bill was rejected by most Republican senators, but this updated bill has yet to be approved. It's crunch time for the Republican presidential candidates. Tomorrow's primary in South Carolina has more at stake than 50 delegates. Nikki Haley is the state's former governor. Her path forward could be in question if she loses to former President Donald Trump. CNN Amy Kiley has more.
Go text, email everybody you know and let them know that it is important that they get out and vote.
It's the last day before the Republican primary in South Carolina. Candidates are making a final push to win voters. Former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley is hoping for a home state advantage.
You know, I look at you and I think about all that we did together. When I came in as governor,
but former President Donald Trump has a commanding lead in state polls.
She's governor, but people don't like her too much, and she's hurting the party.
Nationwide, Trump has 63 delegates to Haley's 17. Some of his supporters say she should drop out.
The one person that stands in the way of having a conversation between Joe Biden and Donald Trump is Nikki Haley.
Haley says it's too soon to give up. After all, winning takes more than 1,200 delegates. Neither candidate is close to that number.
Just because you're the underdog going against the favorite and you're down by a few points in the first quarter doesn't mean you walk off the court and give up in the game.
But if Haley can't win her own state tomorrow, it could be hard to see how she'd win the nomination. Regardless, she vows to keep going.
after South Carolina, the next day I'm headed to Michigan, and then we're going to Super Tuesday states.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
The U.S. has been requesting Israel allow more aid into Gaza. The escalation of the ongoing war has made it increasingly difficult to deliver much-needed aid to the Palestinians. A United Nations report discovered that a fourth of Gaza's people are starving. Israel is denying the aid restrictions and instead points the finger at humanitarian organizations in Gaza. Israel claims that the trucks with aid sit untouched at the main crossing, but the UN says the crossings are too dangerous to reach. The UN is requesting that Israel open more crossings, allowing more aid to be accessed by the Palestinians. Well, that's all I have for you guys today. Stay tuned for the weather after this short break.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
You're not gonna get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff.
Mama!
Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
When you look at the number of disasters in the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
After you joined our family, it was like, I really do feel complete now.
Welcome back, Govs. I'm Mo Bradley, bringing you all the highlights from all APSU sports. Let's look at all the excitement that happened this week. We had our very own Lady Govs best the Central Arkansas Sugar Bears, clinching an A-Sun championship spot in the third quarter. Some leading scorers for the last night's game were number 21, Shamari Hale, with 17 points, number 15, Katara Haywood, with 15 points, number 5, with Abby Cater, with 6 points, and ending it out, number 10, Lanaya Foster, with 6 points. In the first quarter, your Lady Govs were slow to start, but determined to take the first half in the lead. A layup by Haywood with 37 seconds on the clock trimmed the deficit by 4 points, ending the first quarter 18-14. The second quarter was played with the most defense as the Lady Govs only allowed the Sugar Bears to score 5 points, ending the half tied 23-23. The third quarter was all offense for the Lady Govs, finally getting into their groove, scoring 19 points while only allowing 8 points from UCA. With a 58.3 field goal percentage, APSU took the lead with 27-25 with a layup by Haywood 2.5 minutes into the third quarter. This sparked the Govs' 6-0 run as they held the Sugar Bears scoreless for quite a bit of time. The quarter ended with a layup by Fisher as the Govs took their 11-point lead into the fourth quarter. The Govs were on fire for the fourth quarter, leading as much as 13 points 3 times during that quarter. The Govs clinched with a 54-42 win, giving them a shot at the A-Sun Championship. Come out and support both APSU's men's and women's basketball teams as they will be playing a doubleheader this Saturday, the 24th, at F&M Bank Arena. That's all the time we have this week for all things Austin Peay sports here in Stashville. Just a reminder to go out and support your Govs. A schedule of all the athletic teams can be found on the Let's Go Peay social media and website. Have a great weekend. I'm Mo Bradley saying Let's Go Peay. We'll be back right after this with the weather.
My Shiro doesn't always wear a cape, but she always has time for a hug, a smile, for going the extra mile. My Shiro stretches every dollar, puts in long hours, puts others first. But now it's your time, Mom. When you're ready to retire, we want you to be able to enjoy it. It's time to start saving now. A free 3-minute online chat can give you the personalized tips you need to start boosting your retirement savings today. Visit aceyourretirement.org/Shiro.
What a disaster.
You're a disaster.
This is a disaster.
You can't be ready for every little disaster, but you can prepare for a big one. Make an emergency plan today.
Wherever you see a flower, a bird, a beautiful tree, know that my love is with you as you bring our colorful stories to the world.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
You're not gonna get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff.
Mama!
Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Thanks for sticking with us for the weather. I'm Michael Dangerfield. To look at our current national temps, we have Seattle at 52, Los Angeles at 73. Coming over to the East Coast, we have New York at 45, Atlanta at 61, and Chicago at 43. Our today's lows for Tennessee, or today's highs for Tennessee will be Memphis sitting at 64, Clarksville, Nashville at 61 and 63. You have Knoxville at 61, and then Chattanooga all the way at 65. Now for today's lows in Tennessee, we have Memphis at 47, Clarksville and Nashville sitting at 38 and 39, Knoxville also at 39, and Chattanooga at 42. The current temperatures for today, we have 58, pretty sunny, has a little bit chance of winds with no rain at all. Tonight's temperatures will be 53 with a little bit of wind speed and no rain, so you don't have to worry about that at all. Our 5-day forecast, we have Friday and Saturday sitting at pretty medium temperatures, 61 and 42, and then 48 and 30 for Saturday. Sunday and Monday, we have 66 and 52, and then 76 and 63 for the highs and lows. And then Tuesday, we'll wrap off with 74 and 57 for the highs and lows. But that's all we have for today for your local and national weather. APSU will be returning right after this with our entertainment.
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving.
I definitely can't drive.
Okay.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
What a disaster.
You're a disaster.
This is a disaster.
You can't be ready for every little disaster, but you can prepare for a big one. Make an emergency plan today.
Yo, camping buddy. You guys ready?
Hot.
It's on. Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving.
I definitely can't drive.
Okay.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
Hello, and welcome back. My name is Dekylan, and today I'm here to talk about APSU Entertainment, your one-stop shop for everything appealing to the eyes and ears. There's a lot going on in APSU this week, and I'm here to inform you about it. The Department of Theater and Dance having their dance concert, Kaleidoscope Multitude of Moments, and Traherne Theater this Sunday, the 25th, the concert of spirituals, Lift Every Voice, will be held at the MMC building at the Malbury Concert Hall this Sunday from 4 to 5:30 p.m. So mark it on your calendar and get ready for the trip. Speaking of concerts, we'll be having our Woodwinds Chamber Ensemble, and yours truly will be there performing. It'll be this Wednesday and starts at 7:30 to 9:30. And as we all know, we're having the Oscars coming in March with the awards of Best of the Best. If your favorite movies, directors, and pictures aren't there on there, I'm sure one of the nominees or the award winners will be having something to entertainment, inspired, or to amaze you. That's all the time I have for today. I'm Dekylan Fields with your entertainment, and as always, let's go Peay.
Wherever you see a flower, a bird, a beautiful tree, know that my love is with you as you bring our colorful stories to the world.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
After you joined our family, it was like, I really do feel complete now.
You want change. You want a community that supports you. You want the knowledge it takes to make a difference in this world. It's time to be more. It's time to be better. It's time to grow. The world you want to see starts with you. The life you want begins at Austin Peay State University. Learn more at apsu.edu.
Welcome back. For something to fill your heart or your calendar, you can connect with others and pay it forward in your community. The 16th annual Empty Bowls event is underway here in Clarksville. 13 local churches and organizations are holding lunches and dinners where community members can enjoy home-cooked soup, bread, and dessert. Also, attendees can take home original hand-painted bowls as well. Upcoming lunch and dinner days are February 24th and 27th from 11 until 1 and from 4:30 to 7 in the evening. Participation costs $15, and all proceeds will go towards Manna Cafe, Urban Ministries, and Loaves and Fishes to aid them in providing hot meals and food boxes for those in need. To find out more information and to purchase tickets, visit emptybowlsclarksville.com/tickets.
The show Shiners takes place in downtown Nashville at the Woolworth Theater every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. The show is 75 minutes long and the incredible circus talent and comedy. A full bar and concessions are available. The doors open 30 minutes before showtime. However, for this event, you must be 18 or older. For more information, you can check out shinersnashville.com. Nearly 20 years after Aldi opened its first grocery store here in Clarksville, it plans to bring another location here. In 2003, Aldi came to Clarksville and opened up a storefront at 628 before moving it down the road to 1570 Fort Campbell Boulevard, which has remained the permanent spot. When Clarksville Now spoke with Amy Peters, who serves as the Mount Juliet Division Vice President for Aldi, she stated it will open sometime in the summer.
We know we are past the political corner, but I wanted to bring up a candidate for president that is sure to surprise you. Take a look at this.
He's not running for POTUS, he's hoping to become HOTUS. Timothy the Hippopotamus announced his bid for Hippo of the United States in front of dozens of adoring fans at his presidential press conference at the San Antonio Zoo. Timothy is hoping to make a huge splash in the polls with his Naps for All platform and, of course, his charming grin. The zoo is selling Team Timothy merch as a way to raise money for animal conservation efforts. It's an alligator turned piggy bank. But it's no laughing matter. Thibodeau, the beloved white alligator at a zoo in Omaha, Nebraska, was undergoing a routine exam when foreign metal objects were found in his stomach. The objects, a whopping 70 coins.
They had to shove a tube of PVC down his throat so they could get a bunch of coins out.
All 70 coins were removed from the 36-year-old gator, and he is recovering just fine. But the zoo is using the incident to remind guests that some coins contain toxic chemicals, and instead of throwing them into the animal's habitats,
we have a wishing well, and every coin that's put in the wishing well is donated to our AAZK, which is a really great organization of zookeepers.
it may be even harder than biting into a coin. It's mastering first grade in Sweden. For this group of students, part of their official curriculum includes jumping into the icy water of a frozen lake. The fully clothed ice bath isn't part of the cold plunging trend, it's survival training, and it has real-world application in Sweden. These students learned how to use ice spikes to pull themselves out of the water in case they ever find themselves in a particularly chilling situation. For Take a Look at This, I'm Cole Higgins.
So, what are your plans for the week?
I'm actually going ice skating for my friend's birthday at the F&M Bank Arena.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yep, never been. None of us have ever been, actually, but I think it'll be cute. Hopefully no one, falls and dies, but it'll be fine.
I've been there and I'm not good at ice skating at all, so I wish you the best of luck doing that.
I appreciate that. So what do you got going on?
Well, just, normal adult responsibilities. I gotta wash my car and then go to the gym.
Okay.
Yeah.
What time? You a morning gym goer or night gym goer?
Definitely a morning gym goer. I like to wake up at 5 a.m., get it done, out of the way, and then enjoy the rest of my day.
Cool. You go to the Foy, Crunch, Planet Fitness?
I actually have a gym at my house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you do it in your garage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fitness is my thing. I like it a lot.
All right. What adulting duties do you plan on doing?
Washing my car.
Anything else? No other errands?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Cool. Well, you've heard our weekend plans, and that's all the time we have for today. So make sure to follow us on Facebook at APSU-TV Clarksville and Instagram at APSU_TV. Thank you for watching your APSU-TV News Update. We'll be back next time, and as always, let's go Peay.